Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our final session of the day where we will discuss on the market outlook and Shariah strategy. So, for our speaker for this session is our very own senior analyst focusing on Microstrategy, Encik Sharizan Rosli, who is our senior analyst at CGS MY with 17 years of experience in Malaysia's construction and infrastructure sector, while he had also covered the Malaysia REIT sector in recent years. With his experience within institutional research, Sharizan has currently transitioned into retail research. And this session will be moderated by Encik Emri Izzat Shah Albakri, who is the Head of Business Development and Marketing of Shariah Services at CGS MY, with over 13 years of experience in the capital market, encompassing various roles in equity research, engagement management, product and business development, and equity sales. Please welcome Encik Sharizan and Encik Emri to the stage.
Thank you, Nadira. Assalamualaikum, Tan Sri, and to all audience, and very good afternoon. And I hope you guys still are fresh. There'll be two reasons. There are two reasons for you to stay towards the end of the session, right? And also for the online participants, I believe so. The first reason is Sharizan will give the Shariah stock pick towards the end of the session. Maybe around 4 p.m., right? So please stay tuned, those who are online. And to those who are here...
stay tuned at 4 p.m.
To those who are here, I believe most of you are coming for the CPE points. And I already checked with the registrations that you need to sign out at 5 p.m. at least, or maybe 4:30 p.m. to be entitled for the CPE points. So there's these two good reasons to hold you back towards the end of the session, right? So we try to make this session fun and try to make this session a bit engaged, okay, more engagement. We see how Sharizan managed to convince us what's the market outlook for 2024 and what are the sectors to look at and what are the stocks for us to put in our watch list starting tomorrow onwards, right? Okay. So Sharizan?
Yeah. Put in watch list, not necessarily by now, but keep in mind. So that's a more sensible strategy under the current market situation where you see a strong rebound from the sell-off and then a bit choppy on the sidelines and then potentially upside potential coming in the next couple of months. So market will take a breather. There is still strong potential fundamental upside, but it will depend on certain things that the market needs to cross the hurdle first. But generally, on the institutional research official strategy is that we are positive on the market even after the Black Monday sell-off. When was the Black Monday sell-off? On Monday, obviously, right? But it was black. So if you notice that Monday, the sell-off was rather some sides of the investment community expected a sell down on the market, but some close observers of the market see the Black Monday sell down as rather unexpected. So the market came off fast and a lot, around 100 points. But remember, how long did it take for the market to rebound? I counted every day. I buka computer, I tengok chart. Every day I cucuk, I tulis the closing points for KLCI. So it took the market roughly 8 days to recover. All right? Even COVID pun lebih daripada 8 days. You have to be quarantined 7, 8, 10 days. But the market rebounded, recovered, and almost recovered the losses in terms of market value and points over 8 days. Okay? So now the main question here is, I will stand soon, but I will sit down first because he asked me to sit down first. So the main question is, we have been observing the market. The market was really strong in the first half of the year. Agreed? All right? So there was a strong rally from in the market, KLCI, from January to June. There were hiccups in between, but first quarter was strong. Everybody was jumping in. Long-term, short-term, hedge funds, long funds, retail, punters, semua masuk market in the first quarter. So, to take some credit, CGSI organized, remember earlier this year, some of you who were there, we organized the Malaysia Corporate Day in January. And from that day, certain stocks fly. UAM Sunrise flew because of our event. And it flew right after KJ talked about the Johor SEZ, Johor story. So throughout the session, I was looking at UMS's share price. It was climbing. All right? So to me, what it tells me is that this year, market observers, investors, retail, whoever, are more receptive into looking at potential market drivers. Because why? 3 key reasons. One, fundamental story has come back. Corporate earnings recovery is real. Remember COVID-19 period, masa lockdown, the first lockdown, the second lockdown, corporates were impacted because of supply chain situation. Revenue, top line was impacted, cost was impacted, profit was also impacted. The only star sector during COVID was gloves. And rightly put, Tuan Haji AAA talked about the retail participation was very strong throughout that period, and they were playing gloves. So now what do we play? That's the main question of the day. So my short answer, before I go for the long answer, is that at this market level, at the level of where the market is right now, and the momentum that we've seen in the last couple of weeks in terms of how fast the market recovered, my pre-conclusion here is that there are a lot of buying opportunities, low-hanging fruits, icing on the cakes. Everything is there, including IPO stocks. Okay? Since I've transitioned into the retail research from institutional research, our team, at the back there, there's 2 more. We've looked at, that's head of retail research, Koh Sexiang, and Ms. Ching Po, retail research analyst. So we've sort of been looking extensively into IPO ideas. Not the one-hit wonders, but the ones that has potential for share price re-rating even after IPO. So we've got stocks that we've discovered and we've been promoting it on the retail side. So what I'm trying to say here is that from here on, we are a couple of months away from the end of the year. Okay? So maybe later somebody will ask me, so what is the KLSI target lah? You sound so bullish, right? Okay, technically, we can't give a target. If you want a target, you go ask Yang at the back later. But technically speaking, I will show the chart later, is that right now, the rebound has sort of reached its short-term, temporary chill period, okay? So I think that is reasonable because we are heading into a month of corporate reporting, okay? So those who are analysts know lah, bulan August is a stress period, order lah makanan bungkus in the office, stay back at night. So we are heading into the final few weeks of August, and you will see corporate earnings coming through. The general expectations here is that corporate earnings for the second 2Q should generally be better than first Q. What does that mean? It means that earnings momentum, recovery, stronger margins, stronger top lines are slowly being realized by certain companies. Almost all companies are guiding for stronger earnings this year. And I think if I could remember correctly, for this year, in terms of strategy, we are looking at a market EPS growth of about, I think, plus 11 or plus 12% based on the recent strategy published by our strategies. All right. So now coming back.
So, Sharizan, I need to chip in on what you highlighted earlier. The expectation of the second quarter earnings, which is you're expecting to be robust, to be bullish, and to be positive. And can we say that the sentiment of the expectation for the second quarter result somehow surpassed the sentiment of what happened during the Black Monday? That's the reason why we saw the strong rebound during the Black Monday, right? It dropped 6.1% on Black Monday, hitting a 4-month low, but then it rebounded and closed at 1612 points yesterday, recovering from all the losses during that Black Monday itself, right? So maybe can we say that sentiment, that Black Monday sentiment is just temporary negative sentiment, but the second quarter result, which is the fundamental, robust fundamental, will somehow play the key sentiment for the half.
But which ties back in to our retail research expectation that at the moment, buat sementara waktu ni, market could potentially relax, cool off. Tunggu results coming in, see how corporate earnings, how many outperform, how many underperform, and stuff like that. And then we think that come September, habis August ni, investors will start to relook at key sectors to buy, key stocks to position for, and rebalance their portfolio towards the end of the year. So that's the key gist of this whole thing. All right? So, I can continue with the
slides.
With this presentation, right? Okay, I'll sit down first lah. Okay. So, Assalamualaikum, everyone. Good afternoon, Tan Sri. I was here last year, and you are also here today. So good to see you again, Tan Sri, and Khairi.